Hi, my name is Dave Brown, and I'm proud to talk to you today about the United Way of Sarnia-Lambton, truly a local community organization. Of course, that means that the money raised in our community is used right here in Sarnia-Lambton, helping to meet the needs of people right here in our community. But it's much more than that. It's local decision making. We have a local board of directors who make the decision as to what agencies get funded, what programs and services should we be offering here, and local budgeting, to name just a few. During the COVID-19 pandemic in both 20 and 21, the United Way of Sarnia-Lambton really stepped up to raise money to help specific COVID-19 related issues. That means two things. A lot of the agencies in our community, including those that are funded and not funded by the United Way, have seen increased needs for some of their services that they provide in our community. As well, some of the agencies have had to change the way that they do their program delivery, including Zoom counseling and Zoom cooking lessons, etc. But the United Way and volunteers and donors stepped up to make that transition as smooth as possible. It's because we were local and the local board of directors made that decision. Now, going forward, we have over 20 funded agencies that provide over 40 programs and services throughout Sarnia and Lambton County. We've adjusted slightly that funding priorities. Approximately 45% of our funding going forward is helping what we call from poverty to possibility. You've already seen that we're funding River City Vineyard, $12,000 to provide a healthy snack program for those people who are homeless and may be hard to home. The snack program provides water, fruit juice, and healthy snacks. We're also funding St. Vincent de Paul here in Sarnia. We're providing $20,000 a year, enabling them to buy some products for their food bank that aren't typically donated. Items such as baby supplies, diabetic supplies, and vitamins. You may have also noticed that we're funding Walpole Island First Nations and their warming shelter. They have noticed a big increase in not only men coming to the shelter, but also a need for women. And United Way funding helps the renovations to enable them to take in women safely for those cold winter nights. We are also funding youth programs and what we call All That Kids Can Be. And right now, about 25% of our funding goes to programs such as that. Of course, we all know Big Brothers and Big Sisters throughout Sarnia and Lambton County, but we also fund the YMCA Youth Services. That includes subsidizing a summer autism camp for those children who have autism, and youth resource houses, which provides nutritious breakfast, homework help, and a safe place for them to go after school while mom and dad are at work. But we haven't forgot about the mental health needs of our community as well as seniors funding, and that makes up the Healthy People, Strong Communities. Right now, about 30% of our funding goes to a combination of seniors programming as well as mental health and suicide prevention. We all know about the Family Counseling Center and the TeleCheck program, or the telephone distress line, allowing people who may live remotely or live alone, or just simply need somebody to talk to. Somebody who is trained and qualified is on the other end of the phone to take those calls. In terms of seniors funding, Meals on Wheels is a big piece of what we've been doing for years, as is transportation, particularly in rural Lambton, where there's an additional barrier for seniors to get to medical appointments, grocery stores, even food banks and hairdressing. You can see your contribution works every day throughout the year throughout Sarnia-Lambton. Sarnia-Lambton community is truly impacted by your donations to the United Way. Our goal this year is $1,750,000. That's the same amount of money that we raised last year. We're going to need everybody who supported the United Way last year, who is able to support again this year, to please do so. We know that there's some businesses that are no longer in business. We know that there's some employees that are no longer employed. So we actually have to get additional donors this year in 2021 to help bridge that gap so that we can reach that $1,750,000. There are a number of ways that you can support the United Way. The easiest way to contribute to the United Way is at the workplace, where you can give through payroll deduction, you can give by cash, check, or even stocks, or any mutual funds that you may have. Or if you're no longer working or your workplace does not have a workplace campaign, you can call our office at 519-336-5452 and we can facilitate your donation right over the phone. Or you could go to our website at www.the unitedway.on.ca, and just follow the easy links. While you're at the website, you can get reams of information on how your contribution is being used each and every day in Sarnia-Lambton. Lastly, feel free to stop by our office. We're over at Lambton Mall Road, 1362 Lambton Mall Road, nicely situated between Mall Road Library and M&M Eats, to come in and we can facilitate your donation on the spot, give you a tax receipt. If you've donated before to the United Way, please do so again. As I mentioned earlier, we really need your support. And if you've never supported the United Way ever in the past, but have considered it, please consider that first-time contribution this year. I just outlined the easy ways to support the United Way. We're really counting on your support. We need to get to that $1,750,000 goal by January 1st, 2022. Thank you.